after she works a certain number of years, she won't have to pay anymore. All their credit card debt is gone. And I said to them, I'm so proud of you. You've done such a great job. And they're like, Phil, we couldn't have done it without you.
So could you apply that to finances, right? Because now my mind goes to, okay, great. So Phil, give us maybe a deal story or the client story where you gave some specific small steps in the context of what they were trying to achieve.
Sure. So I'm going to take an example. It may not exactly fit to what you just described, but I think the overall message will work. So I said I became a registered life planner. That's a designation that I earned this year. And it's an experiential process. And when I went through the process, I created my own life plan and I shared it as part of my blog on my website. And one of my clients that I've been working with for a while, she emailed me as I was going through the process and said, Phil, I'm feeling so stressed at work. I don't know what to do. I've taken family leave. I'm taking 12 weeks off. I don't know if I'm going to go back. I don't know what any of it means, but I have to do it. And I started to email a response. So I said, no, that's not the right thing in this case. So I called her up to find out what was really going on. And I said, let's do your life plan. Let's see what happens. And then we started that process. And then she read my life plan. And she's the line that I shared before that said to me, Phil, I've been sitting here trying to build a biggest pile of money and I never knew what it was for. So we went through her life plan. And the situation for them was that her and her husband both had good paying jobs and they lived on only one salary. So they had put away a lot of money. So what we did through the process was we realized that she didn't have to work. She could change and do things that she wanted instead of going to this job that was really stressing her out. She had other stresses in her life too, because she had one child that had started college and another that's going to be going soon. We took away a lot of the stress. Now, when I talk to her, it's like she's an entirely different person. She looks different. She sounds different. It's very different. You know, if I go back and think of a more specific example, I have a couple that came to me when I first started my practice, and they had a lot of debt. They had all kinds of credit card debt. They had student loan debt, all those things. And we put in a plan to pay down the credit card debt. We put in the wife works for a nonprofit, so she was able to get into the public loan student forgiveness program. So she didn't have to pay, after she works a certain number of years, she won't have to pay anymore. All their credit card debt is gone. And I said to them, I'm so proud of you. You've done such a great job. And they're like, Phil, we couldn't have done it without you. You were the one that helped us understand what it is that we needed to do. And so like I said, we put in a plan. We got them, they had good enough credit. They could get a 0% interest rate credit card. They put some on that so they could pay it over time without paying interest. And then they attacked their other balances. And by the time they were done, by using that kind of strategy, they were able to make that debt go away. And now they're in so much better position.